Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing some repotting of a couple plants. I have a couple little plants like this Peperomia that I've had in water that has a pretty good root system and is ready to be potted. I'm also repotting this Green Maranta that I brought in from outside that looks absolutely ridiculous. I know it's the end of summer and now isn't really the best time to be repotting plants. But this one has outgrown the pot that it's in and it needs something bigger, so I figured I should get that done. So mostly I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to pot up some plants and talk, I guess. So yeah, sit back and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Green Maranta just because I want to get it out of here. Yeah, definitely needs a new pot. This was the first Maranta that I got. I have this one and a red one, but this one wasn't doing so well. I also had a Calathea earlier this summer and it also died on me. A Calathea is a type of prayer plant in the same genus, species, family, one of those. But as soon as I moved this ugly thing outside, it started to get all this crazy new growth on it, and it stopped getting crispy leaves, so I guess it liked it out there. So I'm just going to pot it in some potting soil. Marantas like to be in typically more heavier soil. They can handle it, they like the moisture and stuff. So this is just potting mix. It's Miracle Grow. They have not sponsored this video, unfortunately. Pour it in there. I'm also going to add a little bit of perlite, just for some better draining. I find that it helps with all my plants anyway, so I'll put some in. Oh, there's already a cup in here. It's actually gotten really cold outside. This is the first week of September, and it's like 10 degrees outside, and it's freezing cold. I had to bring in my fig tree back there, and it's kind of strange because like I don't know what it is about this fig tree. I've never had a fig tree before, so I don't really know anything about them, but when I first got this, I had it in my room, and it created almost like a microclimate in my room, and I would come in, the whole room smelled like figs, which was so fantastic. And it was like humid in my room, and the only addition that I had was that tree, so I figured that tree had something to do with it, which is strange, because it's doing the exact same thing out here, and this is a much more open space. But I don't mind the humidity, and I'm sure that this prayer plant will like the humidity because this is where it's living, out here. Because it's not pretty enough to go in my room. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, oh well. So we'll just shove it in there. Oh, what is that? Oh, I hope there's no spiders in this. Luckily I haven't had too much issue with like bugs and stuff on my plants. I've had, what are they called? Fungus gnats. But I mean, like, I feel like everybody who has plants has fungus gnats. I have all the little stickies, and there are better ways to deal with fungus gnats, but I just don't have the patience. I'll just put the stickies up and let them get disgusting and covered in dead bugs. Actually, I have an interesting story about those little stickies that you put in your plants. So in the summertime, we had the door open. People were coming in and out to the pool, and this little fly got in. And like, flies are one of the most annoying bugs on the planet. I mean, after like mosquitoes and spiders and all the scary ones. But this little bug was flying around the room, and it kept like dive bombing me, and it was really annoying. And I was like trying to kill it, like to smack it and well, kill the poor fly. But I could never get it, so I finally sat down at my computer and was doing other stuff. And then I had a little sticky on my Hoya, because my Hoya had some, well, there were fungus gnats flying around my Hoya, so I just put one on there. And this little fly landed on it, and I only knew that it landed on it because I heard the like frantic buzzing of its wings, and I looked up and I could see this little fly, and he had his little paw, or I guess leg. I don't know what you would call that. Do flies have legs or paws? His little hand was stuck on the sticky, and he was trying to get it off with his wings, and then he ended up putting all of his other little paws on the sticky, and then he just like gave up, and it was the saddest thing. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for this fly that a minute ago I wanted to murder. So yeah, there's the Maranta. It's in a little bit of a bigger home. Hopefully that'll help it grow. Again, like I said in my planter video, I don't know if this is how this thing is supposed to grow. It looks like a praying mantis, and like, it's kind of ugly, but it's also kind of interesting at the same time. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Okay, so next I'm going to be planting this little Peperomia cutting that I've had in water for maybe like a month now. My sister got one of these, and it's super cute, so I snipped a little piece off of it when she wasn't home, and I've been rooting it ever since. I'm actually going to cut it, though. There's some roots growing up here, which is higher than this leaf, so I'm just going to cut it. Ooh, yeah. These are my my aquascaping scissors that I used to have to aquascape with. Now that I'm getting back into aquascaping, they will definitely come in handy. Okay, where did we go? Let's just put you in there for now. Actually, that's a bad idea. Let's just put you back in here. Okay. So I'm just going to plant this guy in this little terracotta pot. I couldn't find a saucer that was the right size for it, so I'll just reuse this other saucer, I guess. Oh, okay, well, that did it. Put you in there. And I'll plop you in right beside that. And there we go. Look at that. That's cute. Little start of a Peperomia, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I really should know. I really need to do more research on like what the plants are. I mean, I know more plants than most people. I go to a garden center with my friends and I'm like, oh, that's a blah 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 blah. That's a blah 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 blah. And they probably find it super annoying. But I don't know. It's more intimidating when you're on YouTube. So lastly, I'm gonna plant up these Philodendron Mickens cuttings. It's not actually a Philodendron Mickens. It was called that. Now it's called Philodendron something with an H. Basically, they were known as Philodendron Mickens for a long time, and then they reclassified them, I guess. So I got these cuttings from a trade. I traded some Syngonium and a string of pearls for these cuttings. And they've been in water for almost a month now, probably. They have some good roots. The roots aren't as long as I would like them to be. I mean, okay, they're not that bad. The roots aren't that bad, but still, I don't know. Hopefully it takes well to the soil because I really like these plants. And I want to make some more cuttings for my friends. Okay, I'll just leave that out. I'm going to be potting them in this little thing, which is for this container. It has a drainage hole, but I'm just not entirely sold on them being in this container yet. I know that sounds really stupid, but like you gotta have the right container. You have to have the right aesthetic. This is plant potting. You know, this is serious business. So we'll just see what happens. Again, I'm probably just using a heavier potting mix soil rather than mixing it up with some orchid bark and perlite, because just like the prayer plants, these guys like to be a little more moist than most plants. I'll put some perlite in here as well, but it's going to be more heavy on the potting mix. Dusty. And I'll mix it up with these. These are also aquascaping tools. I used to have a pretty cool planted tank years ago before I accidentally poisoned everything in the tank and killed everything in it. I took it all out to rescape it, and I cleaned it with some kind of, I don't know, maybe ammonia, something super poisonous, and then I put everything back in it, and then I woke up a day later and everything was dead, which was quite upsetting. But I kept all these little tools because they really do come in handy. I don't know if I should put more soil in that. I went out today to try to find a pot for these Philodendron Mickens. I wanted something hanging, even though I don't really have anywhere to hang a hanging pot. But I wanted something hanging because I know that they can like trail down and vine and stuff, and they look really cool. But nowhere was selling any like cool pots. We have a Marshall's and a HomeSense nearby, and I got so many cool cash pots, right? I got so many cool cash pots there this summer, but then the weather started to get a bit cold, and they were like, well, nobody's buying plants anymore. And all of us who are buying plants are like, where did all the pots go? Okay, I'm gonna cut this one up as well. Probably don't need to, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. I should get all these cut up before I put them in, actually. Is all this... Nothing's happening with those. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Yep. And one more. One more if we'll get out of the little... One more if we'll get out of here. Hopefully I don't look too disheveled today. I haven't been to the gym yet, so I just kind of like look like a scrub. Haven't showered. It's kind of gross. So I'm just gathering all these up, and then I'll put them all in together. Sometimes I feel a little greedy with my cuttings because I have so many of them. And I could just put like, you know, one in a pot, keep one for myself, give one to my mom, give one to friends. But you know what? Screw them. I'm kidding. I love them all. They all get cuttings. You will all get cuttings. Just calm down, okay? Let me enjoy the plant for a bit. Okay, well that looks terrible. So... what is going on here? This really long one has roots on the bottom and roots up here, and I can't... It doesn't want to go in. I don't want to just jam it in. Wonder if I need more dirt. Kind of looks like I do need more dirt. Yeah, I need more dirt. There we go. Your new home. You're gonna grow big and luscious and give me lots of cuttings. I love this one. The leaves are so velvety. Right now it kind of looks like garbage, but it'll get there. It'll get there. Okay, let me just take a look at it. Oh gosh, yeah, that looks like garbage. You know what? Plants gotta start from somewhere too, right? We can't all just come out looking like a beautiful fiddle-leaf fig. You gotta put some work in. That's why I go to the gym every day, so that I can one day look like a pretty fiddle-leaf fig. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It'll grow. It'll grow, it'll be happy, and it won't look like this in like a month from now. So yeah, there you have it. The Philodendron Mickens, which isn't really a Philodendron Mickens anymore. So there you have it. These are my new potted plants, and they look gorgeous, except for you. You look freaking weird. It looks like a triffid or some weird mess of a plant. It's gonna come alive one night and eat me while I'm asleep. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was at least entertaining, if nothing else. Feel free to like and comment. I'd love to hear what plants you guys have been potting up, or cuttings that you have in water that you can't wait to pot up yourself. As always, you can find my social media links in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. It's that perlite.